Well, there is no end to Rishi Sunak's woes. It seems that the British Prime Minister is struggling to keep both the Tories and the Tory voters happy. According to the latest opinion polls, Rishi Sunak's popularity has plunged to a record low amid Tory members, particularly grassroots Tory members. According to a major news study, he is now faring worse than Liz Truss with a wider electorate. The current Prime Minister is by far the least popular member of the cabinet, with an approval rating of -25.4, a dramatic fall from grace for Rishi Sunak. It's dramatic because he was supposed to turn the party's fortunes around, especially after Liz Truss's short and disappointing stint as Prime Minister. And it also comes after a disastrous month for Rishi Sunak. His flagship Rwanda asylum policy was rejected by the Supreme Court, delivering a big blow to his government. He is facing growing backlash over the record high migration levels, and he is also facing dissent from his own party. Many want him out. They think he has failed to deliver on his promises. The Sunak government's Rwanda policy planned to send asylum seekers in UK to the East African country of Rwanda, but last month the British Supreme Court ruled that the policy was unlawful, and now ministers are racing to revive the policy. In 2022, more than 45,700 people used the English Channel to come to the UK, the highest figure since the records began. And in January, the British Prime Minister vowed that stopping the boats was one of his key priorities. In UK, like across the European countries, migration has become a key issue for politicians. The British Prime Minister is under pressure, and on Monday, under pressure from Tory MPs, Sunak introduced a raft of measures to reduce migration levels. The government says that these measures seek to reinforce the idea that those who wish to live and work in UK must be self-sufficient and not to be a burden on the state. But not all in the UK are on the same page. The Labour Party has accused the Conservatives of being in a chaotic panic over the issue of migration. According to the latest study, the British Prime Minister has presided over a year of decline. This has led to an implosion in the Tory vote, leaving the opposition, the Labour Party, on course to win the next general elections. Just 59% voters who backed Conservatives in 2019 under Boris Johnson are sticking with the party under Sunak. The same polling also found that Nigel Farage's party, Reform UK, is doing the most damage to Sunak's party. 1 in 6 Tory voters are reportedly switching to this right-wing party. Naturally, the poll results will set alarm bells ringing in Downing Street. It comes as the Conservatives' home survey reveals Sunak's plummeting support among Tories. Now, just that, a separate survey conducted by Conservative Home, which is seen as a Bible for the Tories, describes Sunak's latest ratings as dire. And dire it certainly is. The British Prime Minister's ratings among the Tory members has been fluctuating for months. This partly has to do with Sunak and his inability to dodge negative headlines. So, the decline in public approval for Sunak is not surprising, but concerns Conservative members as his party sits 19 points behind Labour in the polls.